Cool, so welcome to the Learn to Trade seminar. What I'm going to teach you tonight is how to trade like a hedge fund manager, how to trade with confidence, how to read a chart like a pro trader, how to never have losing trades, how to make over 200 pips profit per trade. So before I get started, please type in the text chat, if in the whatever you call it, the chat box, if you are experiencing with my course making 200 pip profit trades. Type yes if you're making 200 pip profit trades now, please, so that people on the course can see that this is real and it is not a load of nonsense, so that people can stay on the call and get full value this evening. Groovy. So lots of you. Okay, thank you, traders. So I'm going to teach you how to make 200 pips profit per trade and the secret to why you keep losing money. So who am I? And why should you listen to me? So my name is Alan Solarsh. I am a master trader with FBS. I've been a trader for 8 years, and I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a full-time Forex trader, and I've mentored over 100,000 people. But life was not always like this. I want to know if you guys can relate to my story. So I was failing 8 years ago. In fact, 15 years ago, I lost my business. Couldn't feed my kids, and lost everything. Lost my house, lost my car, lost my wife. It's funny how when your money goes, so does your wife, and don't blame her. And I got blacklisted, was in debt, I was broke, and I was broken, and it took me years to get out of a deep, dark depression. And I couldn't feed my kids. I tried everything. I had many businesses over the years. I did affiliate marketing, I did network marketing, I did MLM, and then I got into, which I didn't know at the time, which was Ponzi's and hypes. And through my business I lost 27 million rand, and through the hypes I lost 18 million rand. So for some of you that may not be realistic, but that was my reality at the time, being an entrepreneur. And that's why I got into entrepreneurship, because I didn't want to work for a boss, and I just thought that owning a business was the way. So if you're in the situation, I empathize 100%. I feel your pain. So I believe that we're hindered by the institutions that prey on us with their greed and lack of empathy. These are my belief systems. They keep my money, they charge us outrageous fees, and give us cents on the dollar in interest. Then the government taxes you on that interest, and there is inflation, which leaves you worse off than before you invested. So you're not going forwards. Well, I wasn't going forwards, I was going backwards. Can you relate to my story? If you can relate to my story, please type yes in the box, because then this seminar is for you. So we've all got expectations this evening. I have and you have. So I'm sure you want a jam-packed event, which I'm going to give you this evening. And afterwards, I'm going to share with you my mentorship program. So get a notebook, get a pen, or you can digitally mark this, start taking notes and screenshots, etc. And I hope that you're going to enjoy this. In fact, I know you're going to love what you're about to see. So the problem is that, and the reason why you're not making money is because you're not profitable, is because you're not trading, you're gambling. And how I know that is because you are not focusing on this screen, you are focusing on the money screen, this screen, where all your trades are, where it's red and blue. That's where you're spending your time. And then as soon as it's blue, you're closing out your trade. That's your first mistake. So here's a pro tip. Get off the screen and learn to trade like the professionals, reading the chart. So Warren Buffett says that risk is for those that don't understand. So if you don't understand risk, or you don't understand what you're doing, sure, there is risk. So if you understood how to read a Forex chart, I ask you, would there be risk? And I say no, because you can predict the future. So we're going to teach you this evening on how to have a crystal ball and how to start predicting the future. So Forex is simple. It may not be easy, but it is simple. It's just going to take you a bit of time to learn. So why do I say this? Why do I say that it's not simple? And the reason is, or it's not easy, is because we have emotions. So a lot of people say trade without emotions. I say that is the biggest load of nonsense. You're not robots. Okay, you are human beings. And it is impossible to trade without emotions. As your capital increases and your lot size increase, you will start feeling emotion towards those trades, and you will start second guessing yourself. And this is why it is extremely important to learn to trust a system and a proven system. Okay, so based on the emotion side, I've got a little group that I've got where I help you to understand your mind and get in touch with the environment and have a higher EQ, learn to meditate, who you should be following with regards to manifestation, which is attracting what you want in your life by thinking it and not doing it. So you guys call it prayer. Sometimes some people call it prayer for those that are religious. Other people call it meditation. We call it manifestation. Okay, manifestation through meditation and affirmation. So let me just escape this and let me go to my my notes here, and I can give you some groups. Okay, so to everyone, take that group down. Please join that group, and I promise you I'm going to take you down the rabbit hole, and you're going to love it. Before you start trading and before you start making money, you need to understand why you're doing this. So you need to get a book, and you actually need to write down exactly why you're doing this. What is the purpose of you doing what you're doing? Okay, could it be that you want to build a legacy? Could it be that you want to study something? Maybe you want status in life. Maybe you want to be a philanthropist and you want to give away lots of money. You want to give charity. Or maybe you are like me and you just want to survive. And you just want to get out of maybe your 9-to-5 job, and you want to get away from the boss that you hate and the career that you hate, because 95% of you are doing what you don't want to do. You are doing it as a means to an end, and you can't get out of it. So, you know, when we go to school, we don't think that we're going to land up in the situation where we are currently. So we have our dream and we say, I want to be a pilot, or I want to be a doctor. And then you study hard, but you don't get the points to get into university. So you take the next best thing at university, whatever that is. Maybe it's engineering, or maybe it's accounting, but it's not your dream. And you get into, and life carries on, and life sort of like leads you down a path, and 20 years later, you're hating what you're doing because you're not following your dream. For me, I just wanted to be an entrepreneur. That's all I wanted to be. But I wanted to be a successful entrepreneur, and it took me years to actually find my path, find out why my businesses were failing. And I found it. It was through meditation and affirmations, which I'll talk to you about that on the group, on the Telegram group. So if it's for survival, please type in the chat box now that it is for survival. So I need to know like where you guys are at. Maybe you want to, you also need to write down in your journal what you're going to do with this money. It's so important. Okay. Maybe you want a holiday house. Maybe you want Louis Vuitton brand. Maybe you want new clothes. Maybe you want time with your family. Okay, that's the most important one. Okay, people want to spend more time with their family. They want to go on holiday with their family. They want to travel with their family. Maybe you want a new car. Maybe you're sick and tired, okay, of doing Uber with your mates or Uber with colleagues, and it's irritating. Maybe you want more time with your friends. Maybe you want to buy a Rolex. I don't know, but you need to write down exactly what you want, okay? Write it down. Write down everything that you want to buy, and there's very good reasons for this, okay? And I'll talk to you about that just now, why you're going to do this. The third thing that you need to do is you need to know how it's going to make you feel when you have this money. Because once you start trading, like I'm going to teach you how to trade, I assure you, you're going to start making profit and you're going to start making big money. Okay? So is it going to make you feel happy, relaxed, content, proud, sense of achievement? You're going to feel excited, you're going to feel successful, elated. You need to write down exactly how it's going to make you feel, and then who and what will you become when you make this money. A better or worse version of yourself, stronger, popular, thinner, fatter, better friend, better husband, better wife, better father, better mother, better family member. You need to write down all these things, okay? And the reason being is because this little journal of yours is going to keep you on track. Forex is simple, it's not easy, and it's easy to do, and it's also easy not to do. So without writing it down in your journal, the chances of you having success at this are going to be nominal because you don't know why you're doing it. So it's very, very important to follow those 4 slides in the beginning, okay, and find out exactly why, what, how, and if, and etc. of what you're going to do. So timing is everything in Forex, and we're going to teach you exactly when to get into the trade and when to get out of the trade. You can set your alarm. I like to trade on a 4-hour time, 4-hour chart. So I like to set my clock, my alarm to every 4 hours, so that I know to look at my chart just before the candle's going to open, and then I can make a decision of whether I want to trade. And then you need to keep a journal. And in this journal, apart from your emotions and your feelings and your dreams, etc., and your aspirations, you're going to write in the journal exactly why you took the trade. Why you took the trade, what were the circumstances that you took the trade, and most importantly, you're going to write down your emotions behind the trade, because the emotional side, okay, is going to keep you on track. Why do I say this? Because when you are placing a trade of 100 lots, I assure you, your emotions are going to flare up. Now, if you've got, let's say, for example, $1,000, and you place a trade for 100 lots, that is poor wallet management. And what will happen is that immediately your trade will go into the red. And what will happen when it's in the red is that your stomach is going to land up in your throat, and your heart is going to land up somewhere else, okay? Probably in your stomach. So it's very important to write down exactly what you felt so that you can monitor this. And if you are feeling these emotions and you're feeling tight, then you know that you've used the incorrect wallet management and you need to scale it back. It's the wallet management side comes with experience. You can't, let me give you an analogy. You've got a child. Do you give your child a Ferrari when he's 18 years old? Well, answer yes or no. Come, guys. Okay. So you don't give them a Ferrari because you know that they're going to break it. So you need to give them like a second-hand car, little Polo or something, little Hyundai, 1.1 liter engine, so they can't go fast, so that they are controlled. But as adults, we don't have that type of process. So you need to be taught how to do that. So this is why you need to write it down and start with small lot sizes so that you can start getting your emotions and working up to bigger lot sizes. You can't immediately start trading with a 10 lot and then expect to trade following rules, because you're not going to be doing that. You're going to be following emotions rather than rules, because as soon as the trade goes into red, you're going to start panicking. Okay? So it's very important to keep that journal. So most people, this is how you've been taught using YouTube videos or to a seminar that you've been to. Okay, this is how most retail traders trade, not institutional traders, retail traders. They say to you, you must set your stop loss at 30 pips and you must take profit at 15 pips. So who here is trading using that methodology besides my students? Who's using that methodology? If you're using that methodology, say yes. Okay. The problem with this is that it's a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio against you. That's the problem. So in other words, you need to, if your trade closes in a loss, you need to have 2 winning trades just to break even. All right? And that is a problem because you've lost 30 pips. So your first trade that you make profit, you made 15 pips. So you're still in a 15 pip deficit. The second trade, you make a profit of 15 pips. You close it, you've now made 30 pips, and you're at a break even. So that's how most people trade. Okay? And I believe that is the wrong way to trade. How you should be trading is as follows. You should be trading, getting in over here, okay, and getting out over here, then getting in over here and trading all the way up to here and getting out over here. So instead of making 15 pips, let's draw a line. Okay, so we've got this over here. Can I expand it? Let's have a look. Can I expand? Yes, I can. Okay, so if you got into the trade over here, and you got out over there at the top of the screen, that is a 3,637 pip a point move. It's 363 pips. Wouldn't that be a better idea than this is 15 pips here. That's 15 pips over there. Just that little line over there, that's 15 pips. You've missed the entire trend. In actual fact, you would have gotten out of the 200 moving average over there, which I'll share with you now. That is 146 pips. And then you would have gotten back in when it started trending north again. So instead of making the 360 pips, you would have made about 320 pips. And I'm going to teach you tonight how to do that. If you're excited, say yes. So I'm going to teach you something amazing this evening. I'm going to teach you how the professional traders, institutional... Yes, sir.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Yes, man. I just wanted to know, do you offer courses or?
Yes, I offer courses which I'll share with you at the end. Alrighty?
Okay, no problem. I will. Thank you very much, man.
Okay, thank you. Alrighty. So I'm going to teach you how to trade like a professional, like the hedge fund managers trade, how institutional traders, bankers trade. They don't trade with stop losses and take profits. Okay, that's how I trade. You don't see me setting stop losses and take profits. Guys, can you type no if you agree with me that I don't use a stop loss and I don't use take profits? Please type yes, my traders, so that everybody can see exactly what we're doing here. So we use a system called hedge trading. All my traders, all my students, they are using hedge trading, a style of trading where we don't use a stop loss, we don't use a take profit. Okay, we ride it until the trend reverses. Then we close our trade. We understand how to read a chart like the hedge fund managers. So what is hedge fund? What is hedge trading? Okay, and what is dollar cost averaging? So I know that there's a lot of people on here that don't understand that, so I'll just go into it and I'll explain it to you. So with a traditional investment, you've been taught to you're going to sign a debit order with an institution, whoever that institution is. They're going to take your money on a monthly basis, and you say to them, you must invest this money for me and leave it there for 20 years. Okay, and hopefully after 20 years, you'll make money. So what they do is that they take that money. They don't have a trader sitting there and deciding, all right, we're going to get in over here. What they do is that you give your money. You could give your money over here. So they give their money. They invest it over here when it's at the top of the market. Then the market tanks. It goes down. So that money that you invested this month is in a loss. Next month, you give them more money and it goes up a bit. The next month, it goes up, and then you invest, and then it comes down. And every month you invest, and you invest at wherever they want to invest your money. Sometimes the market's up, sometimes the market's down. Now, over a period of time, 10 years, what will happen is that because of the type of investment that you're doing, probably blue chips, which is like corporate companies like Microsoft, Apple, Facebook, etc., we know that those companies' profits will increase. Why will they increase? They increase mainly because of inflation. Okay, it's not the percentage of profit that increases normally, it is the dollar amount that increases, and that is because of inflation. The cost of their products and what they're selling their products for increases in value, so their turnover increases in value, therefore the share price increases in value, and over a period of time you make 10 or 12% per year if you're lucky. Okay, I actually heard a story yesterday. My wife said to me, she's on a group on Facebook, and she said she invested money for a child that she had adopted, and she put money away for 5 years knowing that the child was going to go to university, and when she looked at her investment had grown by 8% over 5 years. 8% over 5 years. It's bizarre. I mean, that is just not logical. Can you guys still hear me? Because I think I've been logged out of Zoom. Okay, cool. So how do you know you're in a trend? Well, have a look at it. You can see that this is trending. Okay, this is a sideways market. A trend is when it's going up or it's going down. Okay, groovy. So do you guys understand what dollar cost averaging is? So when you look at that investment over a period of time, and you take all your months together, and you add them up, and you take the average of all the trades, on an average, your money would have increased by 8 to 12% per year. Do you understand? Say yes or say no. Very important that you understand this. Okay, cool. Okay, let's move on. So, what exactly does dollar cost averaging mean? Dollar cost averaging is a strategy to manage price risk. So instead of purchasing shares as a single price point, with dollar cost averaging, you buy in smaller amounts at regular intervals regardless of the price. So let's have a look at the chart. Okay, so what you can do is you can dollar cost average. So you could sell here if you've made a mistake, or you could buy here. You could place another buy trade here. So if I was trading, I would buy here, and then for my experienced traders, if we got in here, when the second candle opens above the 8 EMA, you get in here, you ride it north. When you pass this fractal, if you haven't loaded your fractals, you need to. Okay, so Bill Williams fractal methodology, it's unbelievable. It is so accurate. It is science. So when the price passes the fractal, you can open your second trade. So instead of placing a trade, one big trade, okay, knowing that we're going to use the Bill Williams fractal system, okay, don't use all your money in one trade. Be conservative. Slow it down a little bit. Listen, Oaks, stop trying to get rich quick, okay? Forex is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Forex is a get-rich-for-sure system with a strategy. Once you have a strategy, you will get rich. But you can't expect to get rich on one trade. And that's where most of you are going wrong with your wallet management. You are messing up your accounts, and you're blowing your accounts because of desperation. And I get it. I get it. I get the desperation. Okay, I was also starving. Can you imagine? Okay, taking your twins. I have twins. Okay, so I was telling my guys last night when we went for dinner. So I lost my business. It was my day with the kids. It was on a Wednesday. I took them to Sandton City when I lived in Joburg, and we went to watch a movie. And there was a power outage. We couldn't watch the movie, so we went for lunch, and we went to a nut falafel, and we shared a wrap. 3 of us shared a wrap because I couldn't afford to buy 2 wraps, one for me and one for the kids to share. Okay, and there I was like, the tears were streaming down my face. It was so embarrassing. It was hectic. So I get it. I get the desperation. Okay. So the benefits of hedge trading is no more losing trades, no stop losses, increased profits. How? Because we don't have a take profit line. So we ride the trend to the top, and we make profit of between 200 and 400 pips, and this is a predictable and dependable system that's going to build confidence, because now when you understand, okay, how to read the chart, obviously it's going to build confidence, and you can take bigger lot sizes, not massive lot sizes like I just discussed. You still need to be conservative, but you can increase your risk a little bit so as to make a lot more money. All right. So I mean, if you're making 200 pips 200 pip profit, okay, on a 0.01 lot. That is $20. So if you had $100 in your account and you used a 0.01 lot size, if it went up 200 pips, you would make $20. That's 20% profit, and we do this on a daily basis. So who's excited about that? Say yes. Depends on what time frame you're trading. There was a question there on how often can you, over what period of time do you make these pips? That depends on you. So let's have a look at the chart. Okay, so we'll have a look here. So we got in over there. That was the 10th of July, and then we got out over there, which is the 12th of July. So 2 days we made 132 pips. Then we'd get in. Okay, we'd get in about here and about there. Okay, once it's away from the 200 moving average, we'd get in again and we would ride it. So that's on the 12th of July, and we'd ride it until there, which is the 13th of July. So we would have made another, I don't know how many pips that is. Let's have a look here. So let's have a look. So we'd get in over there, a little bit higher. We'd get in over there and we'd get out over there. And that is another 140 pips. Okay, so that's over another 2 days. Then we'd get in again. Okay, so we'd wait a little bit. Let's see how long we'd wait for that. So we'd probably get in again over there on the 18th, which is 4 days later, and we would ride it. So let's have a look. Second candle opens above the ATMA, and you would have gotten out at the doji, and which is 168 pips. So that's your 300 pips over like a week. Can you handle that? All right. So the problem is that you're trying to get rich on your trade. You use incorrect wallet management. Then you can't take multiple trades on your on the fractal, and this is a problem. Okay. So we're going to help you tonight change your methodology of trading. So this method that I use has 85% success rate on entries and exits. So my experienced traders, can you type in the chat box yes if you agree with my statistic there, that when I call a trade, when I say I don't give signals, okay, this is not a signals program. This is me helping you to fish. Okay. So when I say that it's going to go north, the price is going to go long, or it's going to go short, within a few hours, sometimes minutes, sometimes days, the price goes in that direction, because we understand how to read a chart correctly. So I hope that you've done your pre-seminar homework and you've set up your chart, because if you haven't, you're going to get a little bit lost. So I'm going to just post in here the pre-seminar training in the chat box so that you can have it on hand. And please set up your charts the same way that I've set it up so that you can actually do this properly. Okay? So I use moving averages as well as candlestick analysis, but it's not just any moving average. I use the moving averages that the bankers and the institutions use. Okay, when you see the price just touching on the moving average and then bouncing again, it's astounding to watch. So we know, okay, that we're using the correct moving averages. Here is a perfect example where the price touched the 34 moving average over here and then retraced. Okay, so we know that the banks are trading on these moving averages, and I was taught by an institutional trader, and he gave me the moving averages that the institutions are using. So I use a 34 moving average, I use a 50 moving average, which coincides with the, if you on an H4 chart, the 50 moving average coincides. Yeah, let's just get rid of my lines. Let's get rid of my lines, delete all. Let's do a line over here. So that line there is the 50 moving average. This purple and white line, on an Android you can't do that, so just make it purple. And your 8 exponential moving average, just make it pink. I know that there's a problem with Android. Okay, so if you change the time frame to an H1, there is my line. Where is it? Or did I delete? So there it is over here. Okay, you can see that it's almost on the 200 moving average, so it's very close to the 200 moving on the H1. So we know that the price is going to reverse when we get to the 50 moving average. Okay, so we don't trade. Then we've got a 100 moving average, which is a strong support and resistance line, and then the 200 moving average is a no trade zone. We do not trade on the 200 moving average. Okay, we know that when the price gets to the 200 moving average, you can expect a reversal. So if you're in a trade and you are nearing the 200 moving average, just close your trade in a profit. If it trends above the 200 moving average after about 30 to 50 pips, you can get back into the trade, as we can see that it's broken that resistance level, that support resistance level, and you can get back into the trade and start trading in that direction again. Okay, so let me just, so I just want to confirm your lot size. Did you say 0. I did. I said 0.01 on $100. If it moves 200 pips, you will make $20. Why am I getting signed out? There was a concurrent meeting, unfortunately. Sorry, but we have load shedding at 2000. Please keep in mind. Unfortunately, this webinar is a 2-hour webinar, so if you get logged out, you'll have to catch the recording. I know about load shedding, and maybe we should all invest, unfortunately, in a VPN, or not a VPN, a uninterrupted power supply or an inverter, because this load shedding problem is not going away. And this is another reason why you need to make money, okay, so that you're not hostage to the government that has like seriously damaged our country. But that's on another topic. Okay, so I use a 400-year-old trading strategy. It's candlestick analysis together with my moving averages. So the candlestick analysis was developed by Honma Munehisa, who was a Japanese rice trader. He was the most successful trader of all time. This is a tried and tested system, 400 years old. Now, most of you are using stochastics, MACD, RSI, Bollinger Bands, Fibonacci retracement method, Elliott wave, and many other modern day trading methodologies. And these methodologies are, unfortunately, they are new. And I believe they are lagging indicators. They are not predictive indicators. My methodology is candlestick analysis. In a candle, there is so much information in the candle, it's astounding. Okay? There is so much information. And it's like a little floppy disk. There's like 1.3 megabytes of information in that candle. You just need to understand what that candle is. So some of you aren't even using candlestick analysis. You're using some other methodology, which is maybe the you're using bar charts, and you're using line charts. So I mean, if you look at a line chart, this is how the institutions do it on the news. They show you this graph. Okay, that the price is going in this direction. You can't actually. They confuse you. And this is why you don't know what's going on. You have to be trading on the candlesticks. And the only time I use the line chart is to work out my support and resistance lines. That's the only time I use my line chart. Okay? So this is a predictive methodology, and if you use it, you will make money. So the game changer for me was the 8 exponential moving average, and it tells me the right time to enter a trade when I'm going long, or if I'm going short, and it also tells me the right time to enter or exit the trade. I also use a candlestick which is called the doji. So the doji, now there's different types of dojis, okay? And please don't mistake a doji, this is what it looks like, for a spinning top. This is like a spinning top. It's more a square. That's a spinning top over there. Okay. What's a doji? That is a doji. A doji is an oblong, not a square. That is a square. Okay. It's not a doji. So you need to make sure. So the rule of the doji is when you see a doji at the top of the trend, let's go here. When you see a doji at the top of the trend, get out of the trade. So there's your doji over there. And there we're in a sideways market, and then a day or so later trended this morning, and then it went south, and it's starting to go south now. So what time frame are we on? We're on an H1. Okay, just by the way, this methodology of trading works on all time frames. So if you want to scalp the market, you can scalp the market in a 15-minute time frame, but please only scalp the market in the same direction as what is happening on a 4-hour chart. Don't go against the trend on a 15-minute chart, where you can't go short if the trend on the H4 is long. Okay, that's like suicidal. You're going to blow your account and you're going to get into trouble. So don't do that. Okay, so when you see a doji at the top of the trend, you close your trade if your trade is in profit. If it's not in profit and it reverses, you place a trade in the opposite direction equal to the trade that you placed when you placed your first trade. So let me explain that to you. So let's say over here you got into the trade. You got into the trade here because it broke the fractal and we all thought that it was going north. So you placed a long trade. Now it's going south. So at 8 o'clock, there's going to be a new candle that opens, which is in the next 15 minutes, which I've set my alarm clock to. So if you have a long over here, you would just place a short. When the second candle opens below the 8 exponential moving average, you will place a short equal to the same lot size as you placed when you placed your trade over here. Very, very simple. So if you open a 0.01 lot size and the price went against you, okay, when the second candle opens below the 8 EMA, you would place a hedge trade at 0.01. Very simple. So the rule is we use the second candle above the 8 exponential moving average to place a trade. So when you see the second candle open above the 8 exponential moving average, you would place a buy trade. Very simple. My methodology of trading is simple. Okay, I don't use like complications and drawing lines and wedges and triangles and butterflies and all these type of patterns. It's simple. I use candlestick analysis. So when the second candle opens above the 8 exponential moving average, I place a hedge trade. So let me just move this a little bit to the left, okay, to the right, and then let's do that again. Okay, there it is. So here's the first candle that opened above the 8 exponential moving average. Here is the second candle that opened above the 8 exponential moving average, and we would ride this trend all the way north until we saw the doji. Here's your doji, then we would close out the trade. If it continues north, we will get back into the trade, but we banked our profits. Okay, do you understand so far? You can type yes or no. Okay, so Enver, I hope you understand now on how to spot the trend. When the second candle opens above the 8 exponential moving average, you will then open your trade. So we have a hand up. So Theodore, allow you to talk and ask a question. So if you've got questions, up until now, you're welcome to ask a question. Please put your hand up if you have a question. So Theodore, I've unmuted you. You can ask a question. So when do you close the trade? You close the trade when you see the doji, or if there's no doji, then when the second candle opens below the 8 exponential moving average, you would close your trade. So over here, I've actually got it incorrect over here. It's not this candle. It is the green candle over there, which is when you would open your trade. That candle over there. You would open a short when the second candle opens below the 8 exponential moving average. So Theodore, no, again, no problem. Okay, nobody wants to ask any questions. Okay, so so you would exit your long if you had a long, and you would enter a short when the second candle opens below the 8 exponential moving average. So Neil Sneyman, you can talk, and so Neil Sneyman, you got a question?
Hi, Alan. I just want to find out, man. So, whichever way the trend goes, if it's a second green candle, you're going to go long. If it's a second red candle, you're going to go short.
It's not the second red candle. It's the second candle. It does not matter what color the candle is. When the candle opens above or below, when the second candle opens above or below, you place your trade.
Okay, understood.
And if it goes against you, then you would place a hedge trade in the opposite direction and riding the trade, the trend north. So what will happen is now you're balanced.
Can you please explain to me the hedge trade? I don't understand that fully.
Well, if you've got a trade and it's north, but that the long trade the second candle opens below the 8 exponential moving average, means that your long trade is now in red, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so you'll open a short, a sell trade for the same lot size as you did the long trade. So instead of closing your long trade out in a loss, you leave your long trade. You don't close it in a loss, you leave it. And you place a sell trade for the same lot size as your buy trade. So if you open a 0.01 buy trade and the trend reverses against you with the second candle opening below the 8 exponential moving average, you would then place a sell trade at 0.01. You're now hedged. Your account does not move. So one trade will go blue, the other trade will go red. It's a pendulum effect, but your drawdown doesn't move.
Understood.
Okay, you can mute yourself. Adnan, you can talk, ask a question. Alrighty, so let's move on. Let's just see if anybody else has got any questions. Yes. Okay, not sure why, but the ATMA indicator never triggered on the gold 4H. Okay, well, I'll look at it later. Henry, H load shedding at 8. What do you do with the hedge then? Okay, I'm getting to that. Can you trade at any time? Yes, you can. Okay, so, right. So, let's say, let's go out. Let's go back. Okay, so now you got out of your, you closed your trade, okay, and then you opened your next trade, you closed your buy, then you entered a short, and you rode your short all the way down, okay? So this is where you closed your buy, this is where you got into your short, and you rode your short all the way down until the second candle opened below the 8 exponential moving average, right? So you've got two trades open. You've got a buy trade here, which failed. So this is exactly what I was saying. So you placed a hedge trade when the second candle opened below the 8 exponential moving average, which is here. Okay? So now you've got two trades open. You've got a buy trade and you've got a sell trade. Your account is hedged. So you ride the short all the way down until the second candle opens above the 8 exponential moving average, and you would close your short. Now you have one big buy trade in red, and you've banked the profit from your short. You've made 326 pips profit, but your red trade is in a loss. You place a long trade over here, hoping that it's going to go north and you can ride it up, and that red trade will start getting less and less. You don't close that trade at the top, okay? You leave it open. So you've already made 326 pips profit on that trade. So here it is. This is where you open the long now. This is your second long. And unfortunately, the second long fails as well. So here is the second candle that opens below the 8 exponential moving average. You now get back into the trend and you take another short and you ride the trend short, okay? And you get out somewhere over where the second candle opens above the ATMA. You would actually get out over here, okay? Not over there. I didn't see this over here. But let's say it's over here is where you get your short, you get out of your short when the second candle opens above the 8 exponential moving average. So how much was that? That little trade over there is another 72 pips. But if you go back, I can see that I've made an error over here, because I would have written this trade all the way down to here, got out of my short, which is not 300, which is not, have I got a date there? 28th of June. Let's go back here. 28th of June. So here's where I would have gotten in, and this is where I would have gotten out. It's another 186 pips. Do you see that? So like another 164 pips that I would have made on this account. So it's not the 72 pips that I said. It's not the 72 pips over there. It's another 168. So you can add another 90 pips onto this. So it's about 480 pips, that entire sequence. But I've got 3 buy trades open now, because I would have opened a buy trade. Let's say we open it over here. So we've got 3 buy trades open now, all in a loss. We've got this buy trade in a loss, this buy trade in a loss, and this buy trade that we've just opened. And then if we go to, what's the date there? That is the 6th of July. Okay, so let's go to the 6th of July and see what happened on the 6th of July and see how accurate this trading methodology is. Sorry, let's have a look here. One moment. So here it is. There it is exactly. So here it is exactly. Okay, we got 3 bars open, and now we would have waited. Maybe we would have placed a short over there, would have placed a short, and then when the second candle opens over here, we would have placed a short, second over here, but there's a doji there. Not sure I would have opened a short. I would have waited for the second candle to open above the 8 exponential moving average over here, and then we start riding it north. We start riding it north. Let me just show you here. There we go. So we've got 3 trades. Now we've got 4 bar trades open, and we ride it all the way north. So where was, what price was these 4 trades? Okay, at 1956. Let's see where the other one was. In 1962. Okay, 1962 was the top. So if we draw a line, let's draw a line where the second candle opens above the 8 exponential moving average, and we ride it. Here we go, all the way to the 200 moving average. It's 154 pips. As you can see, that's the first one. We would have gotten out of the trade to about there, and we would have got back into the trade to about there, which is another 164. That's 350 pips, and we are break even with the other trades. We are break even with the other trades, the other buy trades that we opened at 162 pips. The initial trade that we opened. So overall now, we've recovered our account. So what was the point then of closing your buy trade, the first buy trade? Okay, this buy trade, where's it? This buy trade here. Why would you have closed it in a loss? If it's going to reverse up, then you make no loss. Do you understand? Do you see the power of hedging? Yes. Come guys, let's have answers. Let's try and speed this up. Okay, cool. So I would have opened my trade not over here. I would have opened a buy trade over here. That's where I would have opened a buy trade, over here. And it would have gone, actually I wouldn't have opened there because it's a doji and that's a spinning top. So I would have opened my second trade over here, and I would have ridden it all the way to, let's have a look here. I would have ridden my buy trade all the way from here to here. So how many pips is that? Let's go over here, and we would have closed the long over there, which is another 110 pips. So now I'm out of that long trade. So I've made another 110 pips. I've still got the 3 trades that I've opened. Remember, the one at the top, the second one failed at the top. Then there was a third one that failed. Somewhere over here it failed. So I've got 3 open trades, right? Then I would have placed a short trade. I would have placed a short trade over here. Now I've got 1 short trade there at the bottom. The second candle opens above the 8 exponential moving average, and I start riding it north. Where do I ride it north to? Let's have a look here. So here's where the second candle opens above the 8 EMA. I would have closed this short over here, which is 104, the long, sorry. I would have closed this long at the 200 moving average, which is 142 pips. I would have gotten back into the trend somewhere around there, because you can see it's trending. And I would have got out at this doji over here, which is another 138 pips. Okay, now we need to go back to the first trade to see when we placed the first trade. Here is where we placed the first trade at 162 pips. Let's check it out. And this is where we are. We're now at 1958. So we've made about 600 pips profit. All the buy trades that we placed, the dollar cost averaging buy trades that we placed, where they failed, remember? So let's go back here. This is why you need to understand the dollar cost averaging. All right. So here's a buy trade. It fails. We open another buy trade here. We dollar cost averaged over here. We opened a short over here. Then we opened a buy trade over here. And that one also failed over there. So now we dollar cost averaged a buy trade at the bottom here. So we got one at the top, one at the bottom that were in red. But then the price goes all the way up to the top here. So those trades, these trades here, this one, and this one, okay, and this one, those three trades that were in red are now blue. And we've made now 600 pips profit. So why would you close this trade out in a loss? We know that the price goes up and down and up and down. If you've used the correct wallet management, you can do this strategy. If you use the incorrect wallet management, you're going to run out of margin. You're going to get a margin call. You can't keep a trade, okay? And you may not be able to open multiple trades because you've opened a lot size that is too big for your account. And you're also, so you won't be able to open multiple trades. Do you understand so far? Adnan, I'm sorry, I disagree with you there, buddy. I'm terribly sorry that I never responded. Not normally. I think my service is above and beyond. My clients, can you please answer me? Do I answer immediately on the group when there is a question? Is there anybody that has ever experienced me not answering a question? Type yes or yes, or no or what. My service is beyond. You will not get service like I give service. I promise you. I apologize. Send me a message. I will respond to you and I will get back to you. Terribly sorry that I may have missed your message. Now, how that could have happened is you could have WhatsApped me and my phone was open on your message and I did not see your message come through. So we have some questions. So we're going to take some questions now. This is your time now to ask me questions. I know it is a lot to digest. It's not often that you get me in an environment like this. So now it is your time to ask for you to ask questions. So you're welcome to unmute yourself and ask questions.
Hi, Al, can you hear me?
How's it? Who's speaking?
It's Mark.
How's it, Mark?
Al, when you are talking and you're saying opening here and opening there, your mouse is not carrying through and I don't see it at all. So it's very, very difficult for me to follow you and I'm totally lost in some of your...
Okay, I'm not going to go through it again, Mark. I'll send you the recording of this webinar.
That's fine. I'm just making a point about your mouse.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. You can mute yourself and put your hand down. Neil?
Hi, Alan.
Yes, Neil?
Alan, I want to find out, man. I see you've got a lot of indicators like the 200, the 100, and the 50. Is it safe to say that you can actually work only on the 8 exponential moving average?
Okay, so the reason I've got my other indicators, as I explained to you, is for me to show you, okay, what the banks are doing. So we know now on gold that the banks are trading moving average to moving average. So guys, it's 8 o'clock. And the second candle is open below the 8 exponential moving average. I don't like opening a trade in the evening. This is for my traders. I don't like opening a trade in the evening. I'm going to wait until tomorrow morning until I open my trade. America's got control of the market here. We're on the 200. We're on the 34 moving average. You can see that it's bounced. I think the price is going to go back to the 8 exponential moving average. Tomorrow morning, I will open a short just below the 200, just below the 8 exponential moving average. Okay, so to get back to your question, you can see here the bank is trading moving average to moving average. So it's just interesting to see what the banks are doing. So if you want to be scalping, and you're scalping on a 15-minute time frame, when the price gets to the 32 moving average and you're scalping on a 15-minute time frame, I would wait for the price to retrace back before I place another short, knowing that the bank has stopped the price at the moving average. Do you understand?
Can you say that again, Alan?
Which part? I've said a lot.
The part where the bank is taking over.
You can see here that the bank has stopped the price at the 34 moving average. Yeah. The price bounced exactly on the 34 moving average. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So if you're scalping on a 15-minute time frame, it's no point going short when the price is on the moving average over here, when we know that the bank is trading moving average to moving average. The bank is stopping the price at that moving average. So if you're scalping on a 15-minute time frame, don't take a short when the price is on a moving average. Wait for the price to bounce off the moving average, okay, and then take a short. So if you go back to a 15-minute chart, you'll wait for it to go up, and then when the second candle drops below the 8 exponential moving average on a 15-minute chart, you can then go short again. So this strategy works on all time frames. You just got to refer back to a larger time frame to get the general picture of the trend. Okay, so let me just read some questions here. Thank you very much, Tracy. Does it also work with currencies? It works with anything. Commodities, indices, shares, whatever. Okay? If it's a trading chart, you can use the strategy. Guys, this strategy is ridiculous. Okay? This is, I'm telling you, it's the Holy Grail. My guys will tell you, is this the Holy Grail, Oaks? Say yes or yes. Does it also work on current? Now I see the power in hedging, Alan. Lekker. Zara, wonderful. I'll ignore previous, the ATM I just triggered. Okay, shot. Okay. Alan's service is for free. He's taking his family time to assist us. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Pumzile. Does the hedge trading strategy work only for the gold market? It works for everything, as I said. Thanks, Alan. Appreciate you. Okay, shot, Adnan. Just send me a WhatsApp, but I'll respond, I promise. Does this methodology work on all time frames and assets? Yeah, well, yes. What would suggest is the correct lot size per 100? Okay, let's talk about lot size. Nobody can tell you what lot size to use. This is an emotional thing. Okay, as I said to you, this is where your emotions come in. When you place the trade and you're trading with a 0.01 lot size on a cent account, each pip, 1 pip is 1 cent. So 0.01 lot size on a cent account, when the price moves 1 pip, you make 1 cent. Now, I would suggest that you start on low lot sizes so that you can start understanding how the hedge trading methodology works. Mark, please mute yourself. And everybody, okay, so Josh Pillay, you can unmute yourself just now. I'll give you a time. Enver, you can unmute yourself just now. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay, you start off on low lot sizes so that you can start learning the methodology. Start understanding it. Make your mistakes on small lot sizes so that you can become an expert at this. When you start getting the hang of it, you can then start increasing your lot size. So what is the correct lot size? When your stomach jumps into your throat and your heart jumps into your stomach, you have used the incorrect lot size. You need to scale it back. And that's why you've got the hedge function. So let's say you've messed it up. You've got the wallet size incorrect. You're now hedged. So you used a 5 lot and a 5 lot, a 5 buy and a 5 sell. Okay, now you need to scale it back. So you're going to go back to, let's say, a 0.05 lot size. When you start making profits, you can use your profits to partially close out a trade. So let's place a trade, guys. Let's place a trade. Okay, this is a live account. Live account. I trade live with you, Oaks. Okay, so let's just place a trade. So we're going to place. So when you come onto the chart, make sure that you're on XAU USD or the currency that you want to trade, and we're going to place here, let's say we're going to place a 0.1, we're going to place a sell, and then we're going to hedge, we're going to take a buy. Okay, cool. And now the second candle is open below the 8 exponential moving average. So now I'm going to place another. So now my account is hedged. Okay, we're in a loss. The reason this number is moving is because of the spread. You know what the spread is. It's the difference between the broker price and the institution where the broker is getting the Forex feed from. There's the ask and the bid price. That's the difference. It's in pips. Usually like a small amount. So on XAU USD, what is it? XAU USD, blah, blah, blah. Where do you see it? Okay, it's 2.7 pips. 2.8 pips. So, and it fluctuates. You can see here, there. 2.8 pips, 2.6 pips. Okay, 2.8, 2.7. And that's why this number here is fluctuating. It's that difference in the pips by 2 pips, by 2 points. So it'll always fluctuate. It'll never be 100% hedged. Okay? Are you with me so far? So I hope I haven't lost internet connection. Can you guys still hear me? I think okay, cool. Just went into load shedding in Joburg. Okay, cool. So now we're going to place, because the trend is south, we're going to place a short. Now you've messed up your account, okay? And now you need to get out of your problem that you've created for yourself because you were rambunctious. You were excited. You wanted to make money because you were desperate. So we're going to place a sell trade, not for 0.1. We're going to scale it back because our heart is now in our stomach and our stomach is in our throat. So we now know that 0.1 is not for us. So we're going to do a 0.02. So we'll place a sell. Okay, we'll come back to this just now. So when we start making profits, you don't have to close out the full 0.01. Okay, you can partially close that trade. Let me show you. This is so clever, Oaks. If you don't know how to do this, check this out. Okay, you want to partially close out your trade. So you click on the plus sign. Sorry, you click on the tick over here, and you can put here, instead of closing the 0.01, you close here 0.1. There is your loss, 48 cents. So when you close it out in a loss, that buy trade that we're closing it out from won't be 0.1 anymore. It'll be 0.09. But you don't do it only on the one trade. You must do it on both trades. So you use your profit to start reducing your hedge. You start reducing your buy trade and your sell trade, and you start getting those under control at the same time as remaining hedged. Do you understand? It's a lot to absorb, I know. But do you understand? Okay, cool. So I need to answer some questions. Okay, what would you suggest? Okay, that's the lot size. Might retrace back to the 8. Very good chance, Putty. How often should one trade per day? That's up to you. The advantage of this is that you can trade whenever you want. If you've got time, trade. If you've got no time, you can't trade. If you haven't got any time, trade on a H4 chart or a one-day chart. If you've got time, trade on a 15-minute chart. It's up to you. Okay, Alan, where do I get your WhatsApp number or Telegram account? Cool. Here's my number. +2 776 457 7444. There's my phone number. Cool. Let's go back. Okay, there we go. What role does the fractals play? There's a fantastic video to watch on YouTube. Just go look it up. It's Bill Williams Fractals. It's on my training website. When you subscribe and you become a member, that video is on my website, but you can go check it out. Very clever strategy. It's amazing. And will you please send me the webinar recording? Yes, I will. Can I also request that you send me the record? Sure thing. May I also request you send me? Okay, right. Can hear you. Blah blah blah. It's very easy to talk to us in hindsight. Can you please take a current chart? I just did. I took you through it, Philip. I took you through the exact strategy that I would use. Okay, trading manual trades. Exactly what would happen. It's not hindsight. That's exactly how we trade. Do you agree with me, guys? Is that how we trade? Say yes. Okay. It's exactly how we trade. It's not hindsight. It's not a theory. This is how we're trading. Okay, so now we're waiting for the 0.02 to go into profit. I don't think it's going to go into profit because I think that the price is going to go back to the 8 exponential moving average. That's what I think is going to happen. Right. Let us continue. Okay, so we're going to take question. Enver, do you have a question? So let us unmute Enver. Ask to unmute. Enver, you can talk.
Hi, Alan.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, Alan, man. My question is actually, how do you? I'm struggling to spot the trend. How do
Buddy,
you
it's
spot the
simple.
trend?
Listen. When the second candle opens above the 8 exponential moving average, open a long. When the second candle opens below the 8 exponential moving average, open a short. You can't spot the trend. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. So when the second candle opens above the 8 exponential moving average, 85% chance the price is going to go north. When the second candle opens below the 8 exponential moving average, 80% chance the price is going to go short. If it doesn't, and it goes in the opposite direction, you will place a trade in the opposite direction. But it's an 85%, it's an 85% strategy. That's what this is. There's nothing that's 100%. I wish that was 100%. Okay, it's 85%. Guys, you will get the recording. I will send it to everybody. You don't have to ask. The next seminar, I'll email you. May I please have, okay, what is the confirmation candles before you, and I've just explained it. How do you have, yes, I don't do basic training. Basic training and basic education you can find on YouTube. How to use MetaTrader 4, what a candle is, what a sideways channel is. That's basic training. My job is to give you a high level training so that you make money. That's what I do. The other stuff you can learn from somewhere else. There are lots of other guys on YouTube that you can learn that from. This sort of training, you're not getting anywhere. How much do you personally make? That is, Lyndon, please, buddy. I've got children. We live in South Africa. I'm not here to get hijacked and mugged and kidnapped and stuff. Come now. So this strategy has an 8 out of 10 success rate. Again, when you see the doji at the top, you close your trade. When you see the doji at the bottom, you don't close a trade. Very, very simple. Okay, so the candlesticks have 15 reversal patterns. Very, very simple to understand. 15 candlestick reversal patterns. They're easy to understand and they're easy to identify. You can take a screenshot now of what these candlestick reversal patterns are. There's the harami, which means pregnant woman. There's the shooting star. There is the hammer, the inverted hammer, the hanging man. There's 3 white soldiers, 3 black crows. These are the ones that you need to learn. Okay, the evening star, the morning star. I just use these reversal patterns as an indication that the trend is reversing. I do not trade on these reversal patterns. It's not necessary to get in right at the bottom. I like to have confirmation. My confirmation is the 8 EMA. The second candle opening above or below the 8 exponential moving average, I'm then 100% in my mind that the trade is going in the direction that I want. So take a screenshot so that you've got it, save it, and keep it. Cool. So let's talk about the next factor of why everybody is trading on a 15-minute chart and why you are scalping. And the reason you are scalping is because you're using the wrong broker. You're using a broker that is charging you swap fees and commissions. Okay, so I'm going to show you my history. Okay, let me go to another. I know that you can't see my screen. Okay, cool. Just find a trade here where we've kept it for more than a day. Yeah, so this trade we opened on the 8th. This trade we opened on the 8th and we closed it on the 20th. Oh, sorry, it's on the 20th. Sorry. Let's check it out. Let's go maybe over here. Let's go the week. Must be something where we've kept for a couple of days. Let's see if we get it. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, there's a trade. Okay. where we opened the trade on the 18th and the trade closed on the 19th. Normally, you would have to pay swap fees. So a swap fee is a charge that you pay for holding a trade overnight, over a 24-hour period. It's like interest from borrowing from the bank. That's exactly what it is. It's an interest. Okay, you normally paying swap fees, and then on your trade terminal, you're paying a commission every time you place a trade, and some of the brokers charge you taxes. So this is why I understand the methodology behind some people trading a risk 30, make 15 pips profit, and try and get in and out of the trade as fast as possible, because you don't want to be paying swap fees. And the reason that a lot of people are not doing the hedge trading is because of the swap fees. We don't pay swap fees. I have a relationship with the broker where I have had this charge removed. Now, I don't think you understand what the advantage is of that. Firstly, we've got cent accounts. Okay, cent account where you can have a leverage of 1 to 3,000. No broker is going to do that for you, and we don't have swap fees. That is massive. The amount of money that you're going to get charged from other brokers in commission and swap fees is like 20% of your profits are going to be charged by the broker. That's excluding the difference in the ask and the bid price, which is your spread. So you're getting charged a spread, you're getting charged swap fees, you're getting charged commissions, and you're going to pay taxes. You've got 4 charges. We don't have any of that. So it's very important that you sign up with the correct broker. Guys, no broker likes you. No broker likes you. They're not your friend. So there is no reason to have loyalty towards a broker. Move to a broker that tries to help you. This is a broker that sponsors Leicester City Football Club. Leicester City, do you think they vetted the broker? Sure, they've vetted the broker. Okay, they're not just going to allow at least partner with anybody. They want to know that the people that they're partnering with, especially in the financial industry when there's so many scams out there, believe me, they've done their due diligence on the broker. This broker has got 21 million traders worldwide. They are the biggest broker in the world. I emailed you the pre-seminar training instructions and on what broker to use. Some of you signed up. Most of you didn't because you thought I was trying to move you over to a new broker for commissions. I'm moving you over to a broker that's going to assist you. They're going to help you. Okay, and when you draw your money out, I know brokers in South Africa that charge you a 20% commission when you withdraw your money. Some of the brokers say to you, no, you have to have 5,000 Rand in your account before you can withdraw your money. So you're stuck. Your money's stuck in the broker. You're making profit and you have to carry on remain in the brokerage until you've got 5,000 Rand. That is not a broker. That is a scam. Okay? So this broker's got 14 years trading in 14 years in the industry. They're very, very experienced. They know what they're doing. They're regulated. They're FSCA approved in 4 countries: South Africa, Belize, Cyprus, and Australia. Okay, that's where they are regulated. And as I said, low cost and no swap fees, no spreads. There is no reason for you to trade anywhere else. Okay. So are you guys getting value out of this webinar so far? You guys getting value? Say yes, say no. Give me your feedback. I want to know if you like or you don't like or what's going on. Okay, cool. Right, so we've got some questions. Enver, do you have a question, sir?
Alan, you already, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, I already know the basics now. But what I want to learn is I definitely want to learn your method. I want to learn institutional trading, man.
Okay, so then you need to let me carry on with this webinar, and I'll share with you how you can get in touch with me and how we can help you. Alrighty?
No problem.
Okay, buddy. Thank you. can please mute yourself. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay. I'm trading FPS 3 years. Love it. Thanks. Thanks so much, Alan. We are lucky to be here. The broker withdrawal, what is their turnaround time? Depends how you deposit. If you deposit EFT, it's going to take 48 working hours. If you withdraw in crypto, you can get your money in about 15 minutes. Okay, cool. So now I've got something really exciting for you guys tonight. This course, I trade with institutional traders. Okay, and I've got one of the institutional traders on the call tonight who wants to share something with you that is going to blow your mind. So, Guy, if you can just unmute yourself, put your hand up so I can unmute you. And I can just go on to, there's it. Okay, cool. So let me introduce Guy. So Guy is an institutional trader. He traded with FNB for 8 years. And he left FNB and he now has his own company. He's a key individual, which means that he is licensed with the FSCA to take money on behalf of clients and open his own brokerage. But he doesn't want to do that. He's happy. He's an entrepreneur and he's happy with what he's doing. And he has got something really, really exciting to share with you guys this evening. So I'm going to... Guy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
How's it, Putty?
How's it?
Lekker, man. So Guy is going to discuss something with you on, it's called sentiment. And he's going to explain to you why the banks and how the banks are trading against you and stopping you out. So let me just scroll down to XAUUSD. There we go. And now you can tell us what you want to tell us, buddy. Tell us what this means. Tell us where to go, how to find this.
So, just to give you a little bit of a background in terms of what we're looking at here is that obviously when there's a winner, there needs to be a loser. And we want to be able to learn, and what Alan's teaching us to learn is to trade with the institutions. And that's what Alan's strategy is all about at the end of the day. And what we do is we basically want to be able to follow institutional trading, and that's Alan's strategy is based around that. So one of the tricks that I've learned through all the communities that I belong to is retail sentiment. And the institutions, they make their money off retail.
So let's slow that down a little bit. So us traders, we're retail traders.
Yeah.
Okay.
The individual.
The individual.
The retail.
Okay.
The institutions, they have the money. They create the volume, they push the markets.
So when you say a losing trade and a winning trade, for every winning trade, there has to be a losing trade.
Correct. One makes money, one loses money.
So in other words, if I make money, then somebody on the other side of that trade has lost money.
Correct.
Okay.
And it's as simple as that. And one of the sort of apps that Alan encourages us to look at is my FX book. Now, my FX book is very, very important because it gives you an insight into what the news is today, because macroeconomics or fundamentals does have an impact on the markets, and you combine that together with Alan's strategy. And that's the calendar button just on the left of the sentiment there. If you want to click on that quickly, Al. Okay, and that's the news for the day. For example, jobless claims today came out, and the dollar reacted, and because the dollar reacted, gold reacted accordingly, and you can check that for yourself. But the thing I want to talk to you about is the sentiment, and the sentiment is basically retail sentiment. Okay, and what retail sentiment is basically what positions, okay, the retail has opened currently on all the different currency pairs. So click on sentiment for me there, Al.
I thought it did. Okay.
Okay. And you can see that it's got all the positions that the retailers have, they're trading with my FX book. And it's a pretty good window into determining exactly what the retailers are doing, what positions they're taken. So if you hover over XAU USD, the one below that, that's silver, you can clearly see there that retailers are short and long, but 59 to 41. And what that gives you is a lovely insight of what the retailers are doing, because you can be sure, okay, that like there's no guarantees in Forex. It's all about probabilities. And that's why Alan's strategy is 85% probability that it's going to work. And we see that all the time. And basically, whatever retail position you find on my FX book, you're going to be sure that 80% of the time to 90% of the time, the institutions are going to go the other way. Now, when you're sitting with gold, for example, is a 59.41, that wasn't like that last night.
Yeah, it was 98.
Last night, all right, the retailers were more short than what they were long. Okay, and what did the institutions do overnight? They pushed the bank, they pushed gold price higher.
Yeah, so they basically stopped everybody out.
Pushed down today.
They stopped everybody out over here.
So the retailers were a lot shorter last night, and what the institutions did is they took them out. They took out it's called a liquidity grab. They pushed it up, took out the retailers, and then pushed it back down. And the news created even more volume to take it down today with jobless claims. And in a nutshell, it's a good window into what retailers are doing. And like I say, the probability, 85% probability that the institutions are going to go the opposite way. If you look at GBP USD, for example, if you go all the way back to the top of their sentiment, especially when pairs are heavily one-sided, 95% long or short, you know, your probability increases that the institutions are going to go the other way. So if you scroll that all the way to the top there, okay, click on GBP USD. Okay, look at that. It's 64% long and 36% short. Okay, what's GBP done this afternoon? It's completely gone down, okay, against the retail traders. Okay, and yesterday, okay, that long position was something like 80% long yesterday. And look at that graph right there. Look at what happened to GU today.
So explain to us what exactly the bank has done. What's their thinking here? So so everybody's gone short. The price is going up here, and everybody's shorting on the way up. So all the retail traders are opening shorts.
Correct. And they're opening shorts, and then once they've got a nice 80-90% short position, the sentiment shows you that retailers are 80-90% short. What they do is they tank the price. And what's the mandate, guys? The mandate is to make money. If they're going to make money, who's going to lose money?
The retailers.
Retail. So they're out to get us. That's bottom line. And I don't say that in a derogatory fashion. It's a cat and dog game. One makes, one loses. And that's why Alan's strategy is so effective, because Alan's strategy is based on institutional trading. And everything that he's been talking to you about today is refined over the years, okay, and he trades with the institutions. And this FX book sentiment, okay, firstly, let me just take a step back. What Alan's showing you there is a browser extension, my FX book browser extension, okay?
So here it is.
You can have it on your browser. You download the extension and you log in, you create an account, you log in, and then you have that exact extension on your browser. The other one is you download it on your app, on your phone, my FX book app on your phone, and then it's different on your phone. It's your, once let that load, and I'll show you. If you click the three lines on the top left, it's Outlook. If you go to Outlook, and there it is. And there's the market, the retail sentiment. Same story. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an insight into the ins and the outs of
what's the point here for everybody? The point is, guys, so Guy is a fundamental trader as well as a technical analysis trader. He trades both candles. He uses my strategy. Now, the fact that an institutional trader is using my strategy should give you some sort of insight into the quality of the course that you're about to get. Okay? But what Guy is trying to help us with here, he's trying to help us and explain to us that although technical analysis is brilliant, you still, for you to have a better and more predictive analysis of the market, of when the market is going to start reversing, it's a very good idea for you to use my FX book and use the sentiment to see when it gets to about 80, 85%, you must know that the market is going to shift against you and you can start getting ready to exit your positions.
And you combine that with the 8 EMA strategy.
Cool. So let's see if anybody has any questions. Anybody got any questions? You can put up your hands. Guy, thanks very much, buddy. I really appreciate your time that you've given us this evening. So,
100%.
cool, man. You can mute yourself, buddy. So, Guy is on our Telegram group. Now, when Guy speaks, I keep quiet because he has got a wealth of information to share with us, because I'm a technical analysis trader. I'm not a fundamental trader. I just watch my candles and I trade on candles. Now, having Guy part of our Telegram group is absolute gold. Now, if you wanted to get time with an institutional trader, you would probably pay 3,500 Rand per hour. It's like paying a lawyer or a doctor. It's paying a professional. Okay? If you want to go and spend time with an advocate, you're going to pay 6,500 Rand per hour. So Guy is like an advocate, but for trading. So I've got a course that I'm going to offer you guys this evening, and for you to continue with your learnership, I'm going to offer you mentoring. So on the mentoring, I teach you with videos exactly what you've learned this evening. I teach you chart reading with tutorial videos. I teach you how to hedge trade like the institutions. I teach you to trade safely without a stop loss. I teach you to trade without a take profit, as you've seen. And I teach you how to make between 200 to 400 pips profit per trade. I also help you to understand the 8 exponential moving average, where you can make between $30 and $50 profit per day. And it's only, if you want to, trading a few minutes a week. So you can use the strategy according to your times. Okay? But I want to share with you, before I do this, I want to share with you something amazing. My system is so simple. Let me just open this here. One moment, guys. I want to show you something amazeballs. This is so easy. I need to pause the share. Give me 1 second, please. I need to log into my server. Okay. I have created a tool for you guys that is going to alert you when to trade. It is the most phenomenal tool and system that I've created. This tool tells you when the price is close to, or when the second candle has opened above or below the 8 exponential moving average. Okay, so I think everything's trending at the moment, but I'm going to close this chart and I'm going to show you how simple it is to set it up. You just open a chart, you load my template, you drag the 8 exponential moving average onto the chart, and you click OK, and then the this indicator will scan as many pairs as you want. If you want to scan more pairs that are on the chart, you just open another chart, you load my template, you connect the 8 exponential moving average, and then over here you can add whatever pairs you want. So I've made a template for myself, a little preset for the majors. So here I want to track the majors. And there it's going to tell me exactly, so I'm going to change this to a one minute time frame, and there you can see that here, GBP CHF on a 1 minute time frame, the second candle is opened above the 8 exponential moving average. So if I click it, you can see here, the chart just changed to GBP CHF. So I don't have to have multiple charts open over here. I don't have to have multiple charts open here. I just have to have one chart open. That's all I need. One chart scans 30 pairs. I can go about my day. I do not have to worry about watching and going through this. I don't have to go over here. I don't have to go. Let's see what's happening on NZD USD. Is it time to trade? Oh, no, it's not time to trade. Let me check another one. GBP, JPY. Is it time to trade? Chart. I don't have to do that anymore. I've got an indicator now that tells me when to trade. The most amazing thing is that you can set it up to notify you on your phone. So I've switched mine off, okay, and I'm going to exit. I'm going to exit my phone and I'm going to click on test. Oh, that's brilliant. Let's go options again. I'm going to say test. And there you can see, okay, let me go there. There you can see, it's told me, okay, I'm not even in MT4. It tells me that there is an opportunity to trade. It vibrated in my hand. I'm not sure why there's no sound. Maybe because my phone is locked and I've set it that way so that when my phone is locked, I don't have, so I'm going to exit MetaTrader 4 and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to test it and hopefully it'll ping on my phone. Was working earlier on, not quite sure why it's not working now, but as you can see, it does vibrate on your phone and you get the message. So it vibrates in the hand and it messages you over here. You can see there, or if you close your phone and you test it, it'll come up. There it is. There's the message. So it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, very, very simple to use. Scans as many pairs as you want, and then you just click on the blue GBP NZD. The chart changes GBZ NZD over here, and you can see here that the price is close to the 200 moving average. There's no time to trade. EUR AUD is a time to trade. Second candle is opened above the 8 exponential moving average. There it is. Time to trade. If you want to trade on a 1 minute chart, and you just change the chart over here, the time frame, it'll start scanning the different pairs and it'll tell you exactly. So if you want to scalp on a 5 minutes, a 15 minutes, so here's a 15 minute there. USD CAD, time to trade south. Second candle is open below the 8 exponential moving average. It's changed now, USD CAD, so it's blue. Second candle is open above the 8 exponential moving average. It's time to trade. Take a long. Very, very simple. It's a no-brainer. This is so simple for you, and I include it in my mentorship program. Okay, so all this over here, teaching you exactly how to do what you've learned tonight. The value of this is $997. That's what the value is. Let me just hide this. It's just irritating me to death here. Can't hide it. Very irritating. Okay, I include for you the 8 exponential moving indicator in this course, so that you can understand, you can get notified. I give you the Allen chart template that you can load onto your MT4, and I even give you a VPS. Now the VPS is critical if you want to trade properly. Why? Because of load shedding. And also, if you want to trade from South Africa, when you place a trade on your phone, the delay from the time that you place the trade to when the trade reaches the broker is about 3 to 5 seconds. It's a lot of profit that's being lost in those 3 to 5 seconds. So on my VPS, you can see here, we're trading at 10.95 milliseconds. That's 1/10 of a second. The trades are happening immediate. As you click on trade, the trade opens. There's no latency. Now, how do we get that right? We're trading in the same data center as the broker. So the broker's servers, their server is right next to our server. It's an arrangement that we have with the broker because they like us. It's something that we have, that I've organized for your oaks. 10 milliseconds latency when you place a trade. It's unheard of. So the value of that indicator is $297. You also can hook up with my Forex community. You know, trading is lonely. It's very, very lonely. And it's scary. You don't know who to ask. You've got no mentorship. Here, we're in South Africa. We are all South Africans trying to get ahead. We've got the same problems, the same challenges. But I've created a bit of Ubuntu. So on my Telegram group, you can ask questions. I'm there all the time. So I've closed it. So let me open it. I comment all the time. People ask questions, not just to me, but they ask questions to the institutional trader as well. Okay, so there's Guy commenting, and there's me commenting, and I voice note, and I comment all the time. I don't just send punting messages. I tell you exactly what's going on. All the green is me sharing with you what's going on. I even tell you, shooting star candlestick pattern, there it is. Get ready for a possible reversal on a support, on a resistance line. So I'm telling you, I'm giving you like heads up. I'm trying to educate you and help you to get ahead of the situation. Okay? I give you guidance. I give you support. I help motivate you. You can ask as many questions as you want. I do random Zoom calls. The value of that group and what I offer just on this is $497. So this total value is $1,791 per month is basically the value that you're going to be getting, but I'm going to give it away to you tonight at $27 per month. I lose money on this. If anybody owns their own VPS, you know that the VPS is more than $27 per month. So I lose money on this. Why do I do this? I do this because I love it. I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about helping people, and I'm sick and tired of the nonsense videos that people post, and they are they flashy. They post their cars, and they post their watches, and they post their profits, and it's scammy. It's revolting. It's not just distasteful. It's untruthful. It's not true. Then they're not making that profit. They've maybe stolen those pictures from from somewhere else on the internet. You can go and get those pictures off Google Images. I trade live with you guys. Okay? Trade live with you guys. Guy's there to help you, answer questions, understand fundamentals. I'm there. And also on the group, there are very experienced traders that have been trading with me for 8 years. Do you want to see something sexy, guys? Let me show you something sexy. I have automated trading as well. These are my results. 1,381% profit in 312 days. I have automated. So if you don't want to trade yourself, and this is too daunting, or maybe you want to make passive income as well as trading manually, then you need a robot that works. We've got 8 years trading history where my robot makes about between 1,500 to 2,500% per year. You guys are making 11% per year. I make 1,300% per year. So what are we trying to do here? We're trying to help you to collapse time frames, retirement dates. So instead of retiring in 20 years and being stuck in your dead-end job, okay, or a job that you hate and a boss that hates you and you hate your boss and it's frustrating, and colleagues and co-workers that you can't stand, here is an opportunity for you to not wait for your pension to kick in, but for you to get involved, and you need to learn something, get good at something worth getting good at. Stop moving enthusiastically in the wrong direction. That's what most of you are doing. Moving enthusiastically in the wrong direction. Okay? Don't mistake movement for progress. So initially, this is going to be hard for you. It's like driving a car when you got a car. You didn't know how to drive a car. You got in the car, lots of pedals, buttons, steering wheel, indicators, levers, knobs, confusing. You got a mentor, the mentor taught you. So you went from unconsciously incompetent, knowing that you don't know, to then knowing that, not knowing that you don't know, then knowing that you don't know, okay, consciously incompetent. Then you're moving to consciously competent, so you now know, you're now taking notice of everything that you're doing. And then you move into unconsciously competent, where you arrive at a destination and you think to yourself, I don't even know how I got to the destination. So this is going to be a journey for you. This is not a 5-minute quick fix. This is a proper mentorship where we help you, educate you, trade live with you. I don't know another group out there where they trade live with you. There are lots of Telegram groups out there where they give you signals and they bullshit you. Okay? And then most of the signals are useless and you lose money and you pay for those signals. Here, I trade live with you, and so do my other traders. Okay? Guys are using real money. I've got guys that have been with me for 6 years trading with millions, institutional traders, okay, that are making big cash with us. So it's $27. So I'm going to just pause that, and I'm going to take you through to the Learn to Read Forex Chart program. You can go there now and you can pay for the course. If you want to take your trading seriously and take it to the next level, I will post all my links now so that you've got them. You can copy them. If you want automated robots, you can go to the robot page. If you want to trade manually with the 8 exponential moving average, you can do that. If you want to learn to trade, let me just do that again. I can help you with that. Cool, Neil, lekker. Looking forward to working with you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to mentor you and to get you to go in the right direction.
Alan, sorry.
Yes?
Can I speak to you tomorrow morning via
sure.
WhatsApp?
Yes, sure. Just phone me. You got my number.
Okay, but I prefer messaging you. Is that okay?
Sorry?
I said I prefer to message you. Is
No, that's
that
fine.
okay?
You can message me with pleasure. No problem. 100%. So you need to answer these questions. The time is going to pass by anyway. The next 5 years are going to pass you by anyway. Where are you going to be in the next 5 years? Okay? Have you stopped blowing Forex accounts? Let me ask you that question. Have you stopped blowing Forex accounts? Have you ever made 300 pips profit before? And are you set to retire in the next 3 to 5 years? If you've answered no to these 3 questions, then you need to take up the mentorship. You need to seriously start working towards your retirement. So for me, I don't have an option. I'm 52 years old. I'm unemployable, totally unemployable. What happens when you guys get to 55, 60 and your retirement date is coming close and you don't have a backup plan? You haven't thought of the backup plan because you say you're busy. I'm busy. I speak to lots of people on the phone. I'm busy. What are you busy with? What could possibly be more important than your financial future? What could be more important than you making 30% profit per month? Here it is. Average, 28.8% profit per month. What could be more important than that? I'm busy at my job. You should be busy on your retirement. You should be busy on your success. You know what? You've got an obligation, not only to yourself, but to your family, to make this happen, to get this right. You've got an obligation to your family, to your wife, your husband, your children, okay, so that you can go overseas with them, take them on holiday trips, go to beautiful destinations, okay? So I'll say it again, get good at something worth getting good at. How will you feel when this actually comes to fruition? Because when you start trading with me, I assure you, you will make money. As most of my clients do make money. So in the text chat, in the chat box, my traders, are you making money using my strategy? Say yes or no. I like transparency. I like it when people tell me they're making money or they're losing money. And if they're losing money, I want to know why you're losing money. There's no reason for you to be losing money. Okay, there's no reason for you to be closing trades in a loss. This is your opportunity now to take this seriously, take your trading to the next level. Come and trade with experienced traders, like-minded individuals, South Africans, us, talking to each other. We're on the same timeline as you. So we speak South Africanese. When I say how's it, you oaks understand. I do that in another country. Oaks look at me, they think I'm bonkers. Okay? And you need to come and do this. So let me recap what you're going to get you. Okay? You're going to get the chart reading course with the tutorial videos. You're going to learn to trade like the institutions. You're going to trade without a stop loss. You're going to trade without a take profit. You're going to learn how to benefit from the full trend. And you're going to make between 200 and 400 pips per trade. And we're going to teach you how to use the 8 exponential moving average properly so that you can make between $30 and $50 a day. And you only, if you want to, and if you only want to trade a few minutes a week, you can do that as well for $997. I'm going to give you the 8 exponential moving average. I'm going to give you the Allen chart template. I'm going to give you a VPN with 10 milliseconds latency for $297. And I'm going to introduce you to the community, like-minded individuals, traders like you and me, wanting to get ahead, wanting to be successful, where we can all ask questions, get mentored, have guidance, be motivated, have your questions answered, and get Zoom calls. All for the value of $27. Please go and pay for your course now, because this is not going to remain $27. I assure you. This course is going to increase to $97 per month because it has serious value. You're getting in front of institutional traders as well as me. I've got 8 years trading experience of making profits. So go and get your, go and buy your course now. Okay? So great. When you go purchase your the software. Okay? So blah blah. Next seminar will be next week Thursday. I'll email you. I've just told you, Crystal, the link to pay for the course again. Sure thing. Let's get it. Here's the link to pay for the course. Go and buy your course. Go pay with your debit card or credit card. Any time frame, Crystal. I've answered most of these questions. Cool. So I'm going to take questions now. If any of you got questions, you can ask now. You can put your hand up and I can answer some of your questions. And while we're doing that, let's go and have a look at the chart and see what's happening, because we did place some trades, and then I'll finish these trades up on the Telegram group. So right, there you go. So you can see one trade is in positive, one trade is in negative. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening there. We've gone into a little bit of profit there. And we're just waiting. We're waiting for direction. Here's a pro tip. Get off the screen. Focus on the screen. You need to focus on the correct screen. So we go over here, we go to the chart and we watch. Okay, it's going south. There we go. So that trade that we placed is in profit. There it is. Okay, there's the profit over there. Very, very simple. And we wait for it, and we just wait and wait and wait, okay, until the second candle opens above the 8 exponential moving average, and then we'll close out the short and we'll go long. And if I'm not in profit, then I'll hedge. It's very, very simple. So there it is. Off it goes. Here we go. In profit, $2. Okay, 16. Amazing. Okay, amazing. Starting to make profit. Okay, very simple. Do you guys have any questions? Anybody got questions? Okay, Christopher. Allowed to talk. Yebo, Christopher. You know what, guys? Walala wasala. And in South Africanese, it means you snooze, you lose. This is the opportunity that you've been waiting for. Pravin, can I pay tomorrow? We have load change. Sure, Putti. Just pay tomorrow. Let me know when you've paid. Okay? Copy the link. Let me know when you've paid. There's my number, 277645774444. And yes, I'm in South Africa at the moment. I'm in Johannesburg, but I'm going home on Saturday. I live in Plettenberg Bay. but I do live in South Africa and I'm approachable. Christopher, unmute yourself, Putty. You can talk. The info that Guy mentioned on my Facebook, what is the time frame for that information? It's not a time frame thing, okay? It's sentiment. That's what's happening. That's where the money is at the moment. This is what the retail traders are doing. So it's where the money is. So it takes all
the positions that they've got going at that particular point in time.
Say that again.
It's the position that retailers have got open at that particular time, at that particular currency.
So it's the amount of trades that are open in the market at that particular.
It actually shows you the lots that are open and everything like that, and everything.
Which is amazing. So you can actually see the size of the market as well. So check this trade out. Making money, honey. Check it there. 2 trades in profit. Check it there. 2 trades in profit. When the second candle opens above the 8 exponential moving average, we'll close out our blue. We'll take up north. We'll take a buy trade. This buy trade will be in deep red, but the buy trade, we know that the trend is reversed, and we'll go north. Very, very simple. So easy. Please, would Guy's insight be available in email? No, Cole. He's. I've got this recorded, and I'll send the video to everybody. Guys, please don't private message on my group. Traders, you cannot private message anybody on my group. If you private message anybody on the group, you will immediately be banned from the group. We don't accept private messaging. Everything gets communicated on the Telegram group. If you spam the Telegram group or you put affiliate links or anything like that, you get evicted. Unfortunately, we take this very, very seriously. Okay, and Guy is busy. He's got a business to run. He is helping us from the bottom of his heart, okay, on the group, not privately. Alrighty? Okay? I'll email everybody the video when I've edited it. I need to edit it. Check at these trades, guys. Check at that. There's such a simple strategy. Check at this. Making money. Go buy the course. Okay, so Christopher, you're not going to talk. Okay, so I'm going to lower your hand. Who else has got their hand up? One attendee. Okay, you can lower your hand. Okay. Does anybody have any other questions? There's no way to pay for this via EFT. You pay for this with your debit card or credit card. It's a monthly subscription, and the monthly subscription gets done through PayPal. PayPal is owned by FNB, First National Bank. So if there's any problems, you can take it up with First National Bank. I don't control your debit order. You control your debit order. You can cancel it any time. There's no contract. This is on a month-to-month basis. You're not locked in to any type of contract. Contracts are for people that are scared of losing clients. I'm not scared of losing clients because clients stay with me for years, because I'm transparent and I'm honest. So you control the debit order, and you'll stay with me for years. Okay? Cool. So has anybody else got any questions? Anything else you want to contribute, Guy, or anybody else?
All good. Thanks for your time.
Thanks
and
for
all
yours.
the best,
Much
everybody.
appreciated, 100%. So there is a hand up. Zinao. Hello. Unmute yourself.
How are you?
Yes, it's long time, brother.
Long time. I'm a pro advocate of your strategy. It's been a long time.
I know that.
Use. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
But you blocked me. I don't know.
I'll unblock you.
Group
I'll unblock you.
because I'm using FBS still.
Okay, cool.
So please unblock me, please.
Okay, cool. I'll unblock you.
All right. Thanks.
Okay,
Al.
you know what? Short, brother.
Sharp.
Okay, ciao. So the Forex robot, I'll give you the link for the Forex robot as well. Yeah, if you want to make passive income, you should do both, guys. You should do both. You should do the Forex robot as well as the 8 exponential moving average, because you'll need to learn how to trade. You need to get good at something worth getting good at, okay, where you steer your own ship. Knowing how to read a chart is like owning the world, because now you're independent. You never have to rely on a financial institution, a financial advisor, a broker ever again. You are the master of your own destiny. You can write your own check. It's on my pre-seminar training website, which I will send you now. Go do the pre-seminar training, and then you can purchase the robot, or you can just purchase the robot. Go purchase the 8 exponential moving average, and on the training is everything. Everything is there. Links to the broker, links to everything. You don't have to worry. We take care of you. Cool. So guys, thanks very much. I really appreciate your time. What is the minimum deposit required to trade? To trade and make money, Butty, I think $50. $50 to $100, you can trade lekker. You can trade with a lot size of 0. You'll work out your lot size. You go slowly, you join the group, you come and trade with us. We'll help you with your lot size. Shot, Butty. Okay, Wayne, what else? Anybody else? Anybody else got any questions? Thanks, Andre. Lekker. See you on the chat. See you on the wires, as Warren would say. Okay, guys, lekker. So thanks very much. It was really lekker being with you guys this evening. I really appreciate you giving up of your time. Once we've done the transfer, I'll send you the proof. There's no transfer, but you pay for the robot, okay? Ral, you pay for the robot. Just ping me that you've paid, okay? And I set up your VPN and I send you everything. You can WhatsApp me. You've got my number. Best thing since like you have no idea, Neil. I'm going to change your life, I promise you. I promise you. You're going to start making loot. Lekker, Cole. And lekker. Thanks for all your support as well, Cole. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great, guys. Thanks very much. Really appreciate it. I'll see you hopefully on the group. If not, you can come join my seminar. Let me tell you about the webinar. So the webinar happens weekly. I'm going to do live events as well from August. So on the 26th of August, there's an event happening probably in Midrand where you can come and meet me and we can discuss. But the point of the webinars is so that you guys, my traders, can ask me questions. Get up close with me, ask me technical questions, where you're stuck. You know, there's no stupid question, Oaks. The only question that was stupid was the one that you never asked. You're not expected to know this. This is 8 years trading history, almost 9 years. Jeez, it's 9 years trading history. Okay, started in 2015 in July, so it's 9 years that I've been doing this. And so the webinars are here for you to ask questions, discuss stuff, so that I can help you tackle your challenges. Most of the challenges are really emotional. That's really where your challenges are. It's fear. It's fear of not understanding or not really wanting to take the jump. And this is why I'm here, so that I can help you and move you from fear to courage and to action. So you need to be coming onto these seminars, and I think my content changes all the time. It's 8 years of knowledge that's stored, and then I say stuff, and then a folder opens in my brain, and then I have like a brain fart, and then I announce it and I speak. So how to join the Telegram group? It's for members only. You have to pay for the indicator. You have to pay for my course, and then you get access to the Telegram group. So August, probably September, end of September, we do Cape Town. So it's Joburg, Cape Town, so probably September's Cape Town. Probably I want to do it at Radisson Blue in Sea Point, because I schmark Sea Point. Last question, if I do both the robot and the course, the robot will run on this. No, it'll run on two separate VPSs. You can run it on the same, but then you'll be trading on the same account as the robot, which I don't recommend. You should be trading manually on one account, on one VPS, and you can trade on another VPS with your manual trading, which you're able to do on Windows. So you need Windows Pro to be able to get access to the VPS. Using the free application called Remote Desktop. So Windows Pro, and you can run the two VPSs side by side and do your trading. Cool, Jerry? Lekker? Anybody else? Cool. Anybody else got any questions? Check the trades, looking hot, looking power. Looking very power. So now we just waiting it out. Go down to the 32 moving average. Then we'll check. We'll see what happens. Cool, Oaks. Thanks very much. Really appreciate your time that you've given me this evening. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Ciao.